Video games and comics are coming together in a whole new way. Straight ahead this morning, we have the producers here of a new project allowing kids to take control of the story. See how this whole thing comes to life when we come back. Plus, very nice, AJ. Thank you. 8:49 right now. Of course, you know comic books are getting a digital makeover. Comic books are a very big deal, except now we're talking about video game comics. The producers of The Adventures of Shadowcat are here with us this morning on the couch. Jamie, Tamar, Mike, all joining us this morning. You guys, thank you for coming in.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
I appreciate it. I was explaining to them a minute ago, I was never huge into comic books, so what is this, Jamie?
So this pretty much is a video game, but you know how comic books, you go from page to page?
With the boxes,
right,
or however it's laid out.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's the same concept, but within a video game. So you'll go through the slides and you read each separate box, and at a certain point in the comic book, you come up to a part where you play a video game, and the comic book character actually plays a part in this game, and depending on your outcome and depending on how you do in this game, you can choose your own path, and you can choose the character's own adventures.
And Tamar, you all came up with this idea. This is brand new. Shadowcat's brand new. The concept here is brand new, right here in Northeast Ohio.
Yeah, actually, and like a long story short, I grew up in Cleveland, and actually I used to go to Meister Road School in Elementary for a few years, and actually created the character for the school comic strip. So actually, the character is actually really old, actually. But it was, you know, when I was a kid, I wanted to grow up and write books and comics about Shadowcat, and just never did. And, you know, and I worked in the video game industry in the West Coast. And I'm like, you know, I want my dream to come true. I never tried to attempt it and make Shadowcat, you know, to bring it, have kids read it and stuff like that and enjoy it, and so that's what we're trying to do now. And one thing Jamie didn't touch up on, we want to reward kids, and not just kids, we're going to do this for other things too, and you actually get rewarded for reading and playing the video game comics. You get achievement points, and kind of like when you're a kid at Chuck E. Cheese and you get tickets for playing the games, you get prizes.
Yeah. Skee ball.
Yeah, you get achievement points for reading and playing the digital comics. You can trade those in to get discounts on other video game comics, or like, you know, we're going to sell like shirts like that. You can actually get discounts on shirts. Actually, we're going to give this to you, Mark. On other merchandise, and actually if you have enough points, you actually get it for free. So it not only rewards you for reading and playing the video game comics, you know, and parents, we were like Chicago Comic Con, and parents and teachers love the idea, like, you know, our kids can read and still play video games, and they're encouraged to read. And kind of like when we were kids and we had Book It, it rewarded you for reading, get pizza, but instead of you get extra video game comics and shirts and stuff like that for reading. And
Mark, it seems like a great way to get kids perhaps doing something that a lot of kids aren't doing anymore.
Yeah, and on top of all of that, I mean, we're from Cleveland. We want to bring jobs here. This is one of those things where kids can come home and say to their parents, you know, if they want to be an art major, this is actually something. Art majors now, they don't have to leave Ohio. They can get a job here.
Jobs right here.
Yeah, jobs right here. Within 5 years, we hope if we can get this thing up and running, we'd like to get, you know, 25 to 50 jobs.
Hopefully more.
Because right now it's in the planning stages, correct?
Yeah, it's just us, and we're trying to raise funds on a website called Kickstarter.com, where you basically pledge, and you get something for your pledge. So you can pledge and get a couple issues of the video game comics. You can get pledge, get a shirt. You can pledge, get a poster, in different amounts. And it's kind of like, since we're a startup, it's a way to fund a startup or a project without somebody having to go through private equity or getting you know, investors involved. Because there's some cool things you want to do in terms of bringing talent, like giving royalty options and stuff like that. So like, say Mark has this great idea to do another comic, and you know, for our company, just to retain talent and want people to work for us, like, he gets to keep any royalties that if a movie was made of his comic or merchandise, he gets to keep all those royalties from the movie, because we don't produce the movie ourselves, so why should we take that money from Mark? And that's unheard of at any other company, because they'll take any profit from merchandise, and the creators don't really get anything from it.
And Jamie, you all, this is, you know, right now I know you have a great website for more information, and of course we'll link people to it on fox8.com if you're at home and you're like, kind of curious about what this is all about. But if people want to learn more, it's not available exactly right now, correct?
No, we need to raise the funding before we can actually have the first comic out. So this is what we're trying to promote right now. We're trying to get people excited about it, people going on Kickstarter.com, looking it up. So just search Shadowcat and you'll find us. And if anyone is traveling down to Columbus the end of September. We'll be at the Comic-Con down there.
Wonderful.
You can come and talk to us.
September 28th to the 30th.
Yep.
And
Well,
we have a Twitter, Facebook, Google+.
You're out there.
Yeah.
we're
Well,
out
that's
there.
the way to do it. You guys, thank you very much for coming in this morning.
yeah.
We certainly do appreciate it, and it's always great to hear about something like this brand new here in Northeast Ohio. 9:54 right now. Again, more information on this on fox8.com. We'll be right back.